45 Demon Moon secrets you probably didn't know. Like, do you know why Gyutaro is the ugliest character in the entire show? The answer actually lies with his mother. In the manga, Gyutaro's mother died from a deadly sickness called syphilis. When a woman has syphilis, their baby ends up with crooked teeth, a deformed skeleton, and blotches caused by rashes, which is exactly what Gyutaro suffers from. But did you know that Muzan's favorite demon is Gyutaro? Because he's extremely violent. Gyutaro hates everybody, which helps him kill humans. But there is one person that Gyutaro loves, and that's Daki. While they both share being upper rank 6, Gyutaro is the only one who's actually strong enough to be a Demon Moon. Because in Season 2, Daki was defeated multiple times, while Gyutaro was nearly impossible to take down. The only reason that Daki shares this rank is because Muzan let it happen. He knows that he can control Gyutaro with Daki, but he ended up regretting this decision because later on in the show, he said that Gyutaro only died because Daki was there to screw it up for him. But do you know the true meaning of Gyutaro's name? Gyu refers to a man who fetches customers, while Taro in Gyutaro means eldest son. And in the anime, Gyutaro was both the eldest son and fetched customers for his sister. So his name is literally a definition of who he is as a person. Now, that was only the first of all 12 Demon Moons. And if I can't find an interesting fact about each Demon Moon, I have to give away a $200 subscription to Crunchyroll. This is gonna be really hard because half of the Demon Moons were wiped out in one episode. Let's talk about Daki. I previously mentioned that Muzan loves Gyutaro, but he also really likes Daki, mainly because of her potential to earn money. You see, she makes a ton of money as an Oiran in the entertainment district. And while Gyutaro is definitely stronger than her, Daki is still super strong. She's killed and eaten 7 Hashira to the 13 that Gyutaro has defeated. This just gives you an idea of how strong Zenitsu and Inosuke are. They're newbie demon slayers, yet they managed to defeat a demon who's killed 7 Hashira. So Gyutaro and Daki are super strong, but together, they're even stronger. And there's a secret reason for this. They share a psychic bond that allows them to share their thoughts and senses from a distance. So if Gyutaro were blinded by a demon slayer, he could use Daki's sense of sight to compensate. And we all probably know that Daki's mother died from the disease syphilis. But there's a weird Easter egg you probably missed about it. Before Daki became a demon, her name was Ume. And this name contained one of the Japanese characters that means syphilis. Okay, I knew all these facts so far, but after a bit more digging, I found this next fact. Daki is an extremely dangerous demon with her flying sash power. But did you know that her ability to extend her neck is actually based on a Japanese folktale? See, there's a supernatural entity called a Rokubi, and its main power is the ability to extend its neck. And just like that, we've crossed off 2 Demon Moons. Now, let's talk about the most powerful lower moon. When Enmu was a child, he couldn't distinguish between dreams and reality, which always confused people around him. And when he became an adult, he learned hypnosis and used it to make extremely sick people think that they were healthy. This seems like a good thing, but then I realized that if a sick person doesn't realize they're sick, they can't take proper care of themselves. Now, a big issue with Demon Slayer is that there isn't much information about the less important Demon Moons like Enmu, so I was having trouble finding a new fact about him until I took a closer look at the way he dresses. See, Enmu is one of the only characters in the entire show who doesn't dress in traditional Japanese fashion. It's easy to miss, but he dresses more like an American with his button-up shirt and suit jacket. Okay, we're going to speed run through the next Demon Moon, Rui. And he only died to the water Hashira because of his deadly weakness. See, every time that Rui shared his blood with other demons, he got a little bit weaker. Rui made an entire spider demon family by sharing his blood with them. And the issue is that when he gave his blood, he couldn't get his strength back, even if that demon died. So by the time the water Hashira faced him in combat, Rui had lost a majority of his strength. And when he died, you probably remember that he met people from his human life. It turns out that he was one of the only Demon Moons to experience this. The other was Akaza. But something I didn't know is the fact that the translation for the word Rui is accumulate. This is a direct reference to how he accumulated demons in order to form a fake family. So that's 4 of the 12 Demon Moons, but the secret I find out about the last Demon Moon is so insane that it blew my mind. Kyogai is the next Demon Moon I looked at. See, there's a little Easter egg that I didn't notice. Kyogai's Demon Moon art is super similar to the upper rank 4, Nakimi. They both play instruments. Kyogai plays the drums, and Nakimi plays the biwa, which is kind of like a guitar. And these lines on Akaza have a special meaning. They're all tattoos, and as he kills more and more humans, the tattoos spread. We've only seen one of Akaza's fights in anime so far, but that was enough for me to find this out. It turns out that all his attack techniques are named after fireworks. fireworks. This is because of a secret spoiler that I'm not going to mention. And you might not know this, but Akaza just wants to be the strongest person in the world. And he's so focused on his goal that he fought the strongest demon moon once. He completely lost, but unlike other demon moons, his life was spared. I guess Kokushibo has a soft spot for him. Or maybe his life was spared because he's one of Muzan's favorites. You see, Muzan loves that Akaza is extremely loyal and serious about killing humans. But despite his loyalty, Akaza doesn't respect Muzan. He just sees Muzan as a boss he has to listen to. This makes sense when you remember Akaza's goals. He's not trying to suck up to the Demon King, he's simply trying to be as strong as possible. But I don't think Muzan knows this because he gives Akaza special treatment. You see, Akaza is the only demon moon who has the special permission to not kill or eat women. I think you'll understand why in the next season. Here's something that I didn't know. Akaza has a special power that allows him to analyze any living being. He can see if it's a human or a demon and also analyze their strength. And that's why he picked a fight with Rengoku. He just knew that he was stronger than the Flame Hashira. Let's talk about the craziest demon moon in existence. This is Hontengu, and he's able to create 4 different demon clones of himself. Each of the clones has the strength of an upper-ranked demon, which I think is so cool. Did you know that Hontengu used to lie about himself so much that he completely forgot what his real name, age, and life story are? Even as a child, Hontengu lied just to make his friends and family look bad. I guess he was just a bad person from the very beginning. Hontengu married and had children multiple times, but every time he was accused of being dishonest, he would kill his entire family. And this cycle of marrying, having kids, and killing everyone continued until Muzan met and turned him into a demon. I think that Muzan regrets doing this though, because apparently Hontengu is super annoying. But let's talk about Hontengu's strongest form. One of his powers allow him to combine his 4 clone demons into one extremely strong demon. This demon's name is Zohakuten, and he has a special power I didn't know about. The drum on his back represents the drum of a Japanese god called Raijin. Whenever this god strikes his drums, lightning strikes on both the human world and the underworld. Only 4 more demon moons to go. If I don't find a unique fact about all of them, one of you will get a $200 Crunchyroll subscription. And this is the 2nd strongest demon moon in all of Demon Slayer. He might be super strong, but he's really weird. Doma created a cult that worships Muzan, and that's why Muzan doesn't like him. Even the Demon King thought that that was too far. But there's a secret connection between Doma and Inosuke. A long time ago, Inosuke's mom and dad accidentally walked into Doma's temple. Doma immediately killed Inosuke's dad, but he actually grew to like Inosuke's mom. She was really good at singing and was also extremely beautiful. Like many of the other demon moons, Doma 100% has 0 emotions. The very first emotion he ever felt was when he fell in love with a demon slayer. I won't spoil it for you, but it's actually shocking. But what really makes Doma stand out is his weird addiction to killing young women. He specifically targets young women and devours them. And that's another demon moon crossed off. Now, I mentioned that Akaza challenged Kokushibo for his position. Kokushibo has actually been challenged 2 other times, and he's beaten every demon who's fought him, which just shows how strong he is. And he's so strong that he once killed the leader of the Demon Slayer Corps. Because of this, the Corps made 2 big changes. First, they started keeping the location of future leaders a secret, and second, they created the Kakushi Squad, the attendants to the Demon Slayers. Kokushibo is also the first Demon Slayer to ever become a demon. Because of this reason, Muzan considers him more of a partner than just a servant like all the other demons. There are only 2 Demon Slayers who ever became demons, and while the first was Kokushibo, the second was Kaigaku. He was out on a mission when he ran into Kokushibo. Kaigaku was so easily defeated and impressed by the Demon Moon's strength that he asked to be turned into a demon. And Kaigaku only became a demon because of his weak mental strength. As a Demon Slayer, he was never able to learn the first form of thunder breathing, and fans think this happened because he was placing his sheath in the wrong place, on his back instead of on his waist. But let's talk about Nakimi's huge mistake. In the manga version of the Swordsmith arc, Nakimi's name was actually misspelled. The editors made a mistake and wrote her name as Nasumi instead of Nakimi. But you shouldn't make a mistake here. Click this video to discover 45 secrets about the Demon Moon's mortal enemies.